In this Athens travel guide video, I'm gonna share with you some of the top things to do, some of the best restaurants that I ate at, plus some extra personal travel tips about what you can expect when you visit Athens, Greece. So let's just start right at the beginning, arriving and leaving. I flew into Athens, the Athens International Airport. It's located about 20 kilometers outside of the city center. And there are a number of different ways that you can get to the center of Athens. You can just take a direct taxi, and I actually took a taxi because I was with my wife and my baby and we had a couple of bags. A direct taxi to the center of Athens costs 38 euros. It takes about anywhere from about 30 to 45 minutes or so, and you'll be right in the center of Athens. You can also take the metro, which costs 10 euros to get to the center of Athens, and that can take about an hour and a half or so, depending on how fast the trains come and how long you have to wait. Moving right along, when you go to Athens, you'll need a place to stay. And in my experience, if you're just visiting Athens on a trip, the best area that you can stay is anywhere surrounding the Acropolis. And the Acropolis, formerly in ancient Greece, it was the center of the city, and even in modern day, it is the center of the city. And so it seems like almost everything revolves around the Acropolis. I stayed in an area called Koukaki, which is just south of the Acropolis. I rented an apartment, an Airbnb, which I think is a great idea because you can stay in a local neighborhood. But Athens also offers the entire range of international hotel brands. Plus, something I like about Athens is that they have a lot of boutique, small, family-run guest houses and hotels as well. Let's move on now to talk about some of the top attractions and things to do when you're in Athens. And Athens is especially known for its ancient history. You've heard of the Acropolis and the Parthenon, and these are things that I had heard about all my life, especially growing up in school, and it was something I was really looking forward to seeing. And so it goes without saying, when you visit Athens, one of the top things to do is to visit the Acropolis. You can go to the top of the Acropolis. That's where the Parthenon is located, as well as a number of other temples and other ancient remains of ancient Greece. It takes about 15 minutes or so to climb to the top, and you will be rewarded with not only the ancient history and the ancient remains, but also just vastly incredible views. You can just buy a straight ticket for the Acropolis, or you can buy a combined ticket, which includes entrance to a number of different famous attractions, ancient attractions right in the area. I bought the combined ticket, which costs 30 euros. And if you want to avoid the line to get into the Acropolis, you can actually go, I'll leave the full list of the different attractions that you can visit on the combined ticket, but you can go to one of the other attractions and then buy your ticket there, and then you can go straight to the Acropolis, and you don't need to wait in the line. You have your ticket already, and you can just go straight into the Acropolis. Moving right along now, and that brings us, the Temple of Olympian Zeus. So I went to the Temple of Olympian Zeus. It's really in ruins. There's not a lot left, but what's really impressive are the giant columns. They are absolutely huge, and when you're standing next to them so close, it will really blow your mind. One evening when I was in Athens, we were staying very close to the Acropolis, so we hiked up to the Philopappos Hill, and there's a monument there that you can visit, but it was one of my favorite attractions because you get a little bit of a hike, but you can see the views of the Acropolis as well as of the entire city of Athens as well. So if you want some amazing views, Philopappos Hill, I'd highly recommend it. I really enjoyed the views from Philopappos Hill. Another attraction that's very impressive is the Panathenaic Stadium. And this is the world's largest all-marble stadium. It has a history way back. It has some Olympic history too. You can see it for free from the outside, but you have to pay 5 euros for entrance. And I thought it was pretty cool. Next up, another place that you're gonna wanna explore when you're in Athens is the Monastiraki flea market. Especially if you love shopping, if you love browsing around. It's a series of lanes all set up with lots of souvenirs and clothes and all sorts of things that you can buy. But it's a fun area to explore, to walk around. There's a square there, a public square, where you can get some great views of the Acropolis, as well as some of the ancient remains of Hadrian's library. And it's really a nice place to just walk around. And finally, this is an attraction that I wasn't able to visit because I just ran out of time, but I had many Greek friends, local friends from Athens telling me that the Archaeology Museum is really worth a visit, especially if you love museums. They said it has the most extensive collection of ancient Greek artifacts. Let's move right along in this Athens travel guide to what I think is the most important reason to visit Athens and to travel, and that is the food. So I'm gonna share with you some of the best restaurants that I tried. There is a legendary place downtown near to Syntagma Square, which is called Mam, and they're known for their cheese pies. You can get all sorts of cheese pies. It's just a little hole in the wall. Most people take away, but they do have a little standing table where you can sit and eat. Their cheese pies are amazing. There are two places that I want to share with you about Souvlaki, and Souvlaki is one of the most well-known of all Greek street foods slash fast foods. The first is called Kostas Soulvaki. Many people say they are the best of the best, and I think it really is absolutely outstanding. Another place that you're absolutely gonna love the Souvlaki, it's a place called Souvlaki Lefteris or Politis. He does kebab souvlaki. He's known for serving spicy souvlaki, so then he sprinkles on some salt and some chili powder and wraps it up again, and you're gonna just love it. It's so good. There's a restaurant that I really love that I tried. It's called Diporto. It's in the bottom basement. There's no signs. There's no menu. You just order whatever he has. His chickpeas are awesome. His house wine is delicious. He's a friendly guy, and it's just it's really a throwback in time, like you're eating in classic Athens. Another restaurant I loved, especially if you're a meat lover, there's a place called Taverna Agrinio. They roll out a piece of paper, they put the different types of meats on the paper with fries all on top, and it's like a Greek meat feast that is absolutely insane. The meat will melt in your mouth. Another restaurant, if you're looking for amazing Greek seafood, is called Taverna Moschos. Squid was amazing, their octopus is amazing. Really anything you order there is gonna be fantastic and fresh. It's a great place. And there's one more just ultimate restaurant, Greek restaurant that I have to tell you about. And this is a restaurant that requires a little bit of a planning. It's a little bit of a mission to get there. It's called Trigono, and it's about 40 kilometers outside of the center of Athens. And they serve some of the best grilled meat, especially lamb chops, that you'll ever have in your life. Okay, and that does it for the best restaurants I ate at when I was in Athens. And another thing I wanna talk to you about is the transportation while you're in Athens. Going back to accommodation, if you choose a place to stay that's very central within the center of Athens around the Acropolis, you can actually walk to many, many places. So walking is pretty good within the center of Athens. However, you can take the metro, and the metro is not hugely extensive, but it does cover the central areas of Athens. And then there's also bus and taxi. I took the bus once, and I don't begin to know all the routes, but if you have your phone and if you look up the directions on Google Maps, I found it to be very, very helpful. It will tell you the exact route and bus number that you need to take. And then there's taxis. You can jump in a yellow taxi anywhere you are and take a taxi directly to where you're going. There's an app called Taxibeat, which is popular in Athens, which you can use to book taxis, and it's a safer way to get the correct rate without getting ripped off, so I would recommend that as well. Okay, I think we've covered all the tips I have for you for Athens. That's gonna do it for this Athens travel guide. So I hope this Athens travel guide has given you some good ideas about the top things to do, and also some of the best restaurants, well, the best restaurants I tried and thank you very much for watching this Athens travel guide video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you know anybody that's traveling to Athens, give this video a share to them. It could help them as well. And I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe for lots more travel guides like this, and I'll see you on the next video.